today. Man, the world's fucked. Holy shit, I'm so fucking angry at these motherfuckers in charge who don't know what the fuck they're doing. How could a criminal become president? How can he fucking run for president again? He's done all kinds of bad things. He talks like an idiot. And I understand he's got supporters, but so what? There's criminal things going on. How can he be president? It's the States anyways. Well, come on. We know the States is going to affect us, whatever the fuck happens. I think my biggest concern right now is that CBDB coming into place. Doesn't matter for me. I'm a real fucking asshole. So there's only enough for certain things. That being rent, food, and power and gas. Seems to be a really difficult life. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's other people. Life seems to be easy for some. My hair's looking like fucking crap. But you know what life is like. You take any fucking shift you can get. If it happens to be overnight, evening, daytime, I don't care. Put my time in, put my hours in, get my pay my bills, live another fucking day by day. Just like my song says, you're only rich for a day. Get my pay and divvy to everybody. Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And we live another day. That's why I like music so much. I said it before, it's the only time that I'm in the moment. Every other time I'm waiting for tomorrow, waiting for 5 o'clock, waiting for whatever, waiting for dinner to cook, waiting for anything and everything. When I'm playing drums, when I'm playing guitar, when I'm screaming my head off, I'm right in the moment. Do I truly feel alive at that point in time? It is just time. Seconds pass. Can't recoup those. The past is the past. So I try to learn from it. I try to make better choices. What's to learn from this political crap going on? What's to learn from these obtuse elites who are supposed to be making the rules for the rest of us that feel that we're cannon fodder to be stepped on to get their piece of air, which isn't just one piece. Those billionaires, I've said it a million times, they can be Batman. They can save fucking everything. That doesn't mean everybody's going to turn into fucking lazy clouts and drug addicts. Some of those will happen, for sure. There's people that make those choices and prefer to be those people. Not everybody. There's still going to be goals. There's still going to be desires. But look at what's happening here. What kind of jobs are we going to have in the next 10 years? Robotics are coming out. The military's already been using the dogs for God knows how long. Strapped with fucking AR-15s. They're resilient. It is Terminator. It is Terminator. It is Terminator. And if the elites deem that we're absolutely useless, what then? Then we're going to be fighting those motherfucking things. That's what. Because only the elites and only the rich are going to have that sort of hardware. And it's, again, it reminds me of Terminator and the freedom fighters fighting fucking robots. But it's not Skynet. It's whoever the fuck is in charge. BlackRock? I don't know. Who the fuck knows? more I find out, the weirder it is. And what is reality? Consciousness plays into it in some fucking way. So by making these fucking videos, am I bringing that into reality? I'm just observing and commenting. Am I making stuff up? No. Political scope of things the way they are, and not just here, everywhere. Scandals going on like it was the times of Nero. More like Caligula. Fucking Epstein Islands, bullshit like that. I mean, it fucking existed, obviously. We got a guy who's trying to get in the fucking White House who's been on those islands. It's like nobody understands that. You want this guy with his finger on the fucking button? Who's already going around raping and grabbing pussies and shit? Taking away people's fucking rights just to begin with? And I'm not just talking about the orangutan there. I'm talking about our own political venues, our own fucking candidates, our own fucking caucus and cabinet. And what's the difference? You go to Russia. You go to any other place, from India to you name it. And it's sad. I can't believe there's mobs of people attacking women, segregating them, and then fucking going to town like they fucking own everything and getting away with it, even worse. Because there's like fucking 50 guys doing the wrong fucking thing. There should be fucking 49 of those guys punching the fucking one guy that's doing it. But no, we got 50 fucking different people, 100 fucking people doing that. Oh, that's terrible. Just makes me think they're motherless fucking crazies. That shit can't go on. I'm visibly upset by the establishment. The indoctrination that's been going on. And I mean by education and the things that are being taught are an indoctrination. Propaganda, and all under the banner of freedom. It's hard to believe. I think people just want to live. I think the ones that are killers and rapists and fucking thieves and liars should not be in power. Why do we have 80-year-old men vying for the presidential fucking seat? 80's too old. And I know they've got advisors, but it's probably just a figurehead. As soon as anybody gets in office, they got all kinds of plans. There's a gun in your face. It's the fucking actually FBI or the CIA doing it, NSA, whoever the fuck it is, telling you to shut your fucking mouth. We're going to kill you and your family. So what do? You fall in line. The kind of resources those people have. Amazing. But that's what I'm saying. Us as it could be Batman, could be fixing the fucking problems, exposing these fucking clowns, and doing something about it. They've got the resources to fucking battle it. No, they want to go off planet. Why? Why? I just watched the video I posted on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook.
The Juggernaut Astronaut.
About indoctrination, strangeness going on at Walt Disney.
Let us stop the Juggernaut Astronaut.
And von Braun, that whole thing, the creation of NASA. And there's some sort of partnership with Disney going on.
Juggernaut Astronaut.
Again, indoctrination. What's really strange is there was a huge push to get my meat. After the bomb went off, after Roswell, after Project High Jump, around the same time period, right around the early 50s, late 40s, Project Paper, with all the German scientists. They took away the clearance from all the American rocket scientists, or discredited them, and gave those high security passes to essentially our enemy, Germans. The video I posted yesterday shows pictures, videos of Werner von Braun and Walt Disney. And there is a strange but very perceptible resemblance that Walt Disney has to Hitler. Uncanny. I have never noticed it. And a side-by-side comparison to that video. Doesn't clinch it, cinch it in any way, but it's just more cannon fodder. I'd always assumed that Hitler got away, but we know now that his bones that were found in the bunker there were female bones. So unless he was transgendered, or a woman who identified as a man, then Hitler didn't die in that bunker, did he? So of course, Project High Jump and all the stuff that we know about what happened at the end of the war, a bunch of submarines going missing, these boats called New Schwabenland, Hitler found some crap in Antarctica. They were going all over the world. Perfect for finding artifacts of antiquity. The whole Indiana Jones thing, Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's a reality. There was a group called the Anunnaki, sought out these relics, and they were known as like wizards and psychics. Rita Orza was all part of that. Remote viewing was going on back then, and Rita Orza was supposed to be an empath or a gifted human, maybe not. Who knows? They talked about Aryans and meeting aliens. Back at the end of the war, they had different technology. They had Schauberger and his vortex. But let's be honest, man, there's obviously some technology that does not use diesel, jet fuel, jets, ailerons, vertical tail fins, propellers. None of it. I have firsthand witnessed. Close encounter, flew right over my head. I can tell you if it's ours or theirs, but it exists, and it flies effortlessly, silently. So we have control. It's ours. If it's ours, it's probably being hidden, but come on. We've heard about the Philadelphia experiment. Again, all this stuff going on right in the fucking face. If this new energy source, propulsion, etc., can also time travel, holy fuck, they would want to bury that. And he would. kill people over it because the whole Majestic 12 thing. The guy's name escapes me that jumped out the window there as part of that. And again, rumors and conjecture say that he wanted to release information to the public and they wanted to shut him up. Next thing you know, he's fucking in an insane asylum and fucking jumping out the window. So what's more likely? Knowing where the world is? Knowing our history and assassinations and plots? Shakespearean fucking bullshit going on, left, right, fucking center, is nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Again, if I think scientifically, there's more of a fucking chance of life being out there than it not being out there. But we're fooling ourselves that this is our planet. Probably never has been. Part of me thinks we're just some sort of a mold growing on the side of a fucking planet. It just seems to have proliferated. And then another part of me thinks divine intervention. You start thinking about souls. And the ideas that this existence on this fucking plane is just us being used as a vessel to get to the next stage. If there is a next stage. Personally, I believe there is, and we live in different densities of life. And each one is almost ignorant of the next. Ant doesn't know us. I'm sure deers and mammals and stuff can see us, monkeys. But do they understand what's going on? Or is they just look at us as some weird thing? We have machines, we come and visit them and fucking pull them out of the jungles and fuck with them. One of the newest things that has been brought up is that Antarctica is a big wall. We can't get past it. Why? Because we actually live in a smaller subset of the planet. And just like the Truman Show, they're all watching us and fucking writing in their books, clinical fucking bastards that they would be. And it's a much larger planet. How would you know? I've been to Europe and back. Don't couldn't tell you about Greenland. I've been all across Canada, up and down east and west coast. And down the mid to some extent, all the way down to New Mexico. So I couldn't tell you about Antarctica. I know we can't go there unless you got special permission. I don't know why I can't go down there. Waiting for you. If you get too fucking close, they'll fucking pop up and stop you. Probably. But they probably got a base somewhere, they just show up. And if we do have any sort of technology like what they're fucking saying, they could probably be there in fucking seconds. At least reconnaissance, if nothing else. The drones and things like that, even if they don't have control of gravity, but they can still maneuver it at those high speeds somehow. Maybe it's time travel. So it seems very fast, and it seems like they're making all these things, but in reality, it's just slow, but they're compressing time. I don't know. I've been thinking about this way too much, obviously. And like I said, I believe in the multiple densities, so this isn't over. There's another density after this that we're part of in some way. Everything seems to be cyclic. That's another thing I want to talk about. It's the fact that our universe, they say, is not necessarily expanding, but expanding, contracting. It's supposed to be because of that telescope, the new one. We can see more, but there's a barrier we can't see past. So the new postulation now is we exist in a black hole. And that's why we're moving, but it's expanding, contracting in some way. And we're trying to look out of the black hole, but we can only see so far as the event horizon. Everything after the event horizon is not visible because it's bending the light. So to me, that makes a lot of sense. Again, I don't know. You guys can see now, I don't care. But I do care. And I do give a fuck that they're lying to us. I think they found more shit in Egypt they're not telling us about. I think there's a pre-Egyptian civilization. I think the Nazca lines are significant. I think the pole shift is significant, and it's happened multiple times in the past. But it's all crazy. And it's crazy to think something like the Rockefellers bought all the universities, changed the curriculum for doctors going forward because of pharmaceuticals derived from oil. They knew that it caused cancer. They didn't care. There's profits. And fuck them. From the 30s, the cancer rate started skyrocketing. And of course, technologies emerged because of that. A lot of people made a lot of fucking money. But when you interject the problem and then give you the solution for it, that's worse than a Ponzi scheme. That's worse than fucking snake oil. And yet it's still not enough. Record profits for these motherfuckers. When you should have retooling, you should have retooled 100 years ago. They can still use oil, but not for fucking everything. These technologies are out so long ago. Tesla knew what the fuck he was doing. The guy's a fucking incredible genius. And when he died, he stole all his fucking shit. And he hid it. And now they're fucking figuring out these fucking beam weapons and shit. Stuff that he knew and was fucking working on already. Probably back in the fucking 40s. That sort of stuff really bothers me. That you can have individuals bury shit just because they don't want it to fucking come out. All those guys with like, hydrogen cars and water cars, and cars that run on fumes. I don't know what the fuck. That's shitty. How can they control that narrative? And say, no, this isn't coming out yet. Fuck that shit. But it was the same story with hemp. Randall William Hearst owned media. He slandered the fucking product. He had cotton fields instead of fucking hemp. You wanted cotton. Yes, it's only once a year, but so what? He had his hands in oil, so he wanted the pharmaceuticals to fucking be employed, and he also wanted the oil to be used in place of hemp oil. Meanwhile, hemp, you've got a crop every 3 months, not once a year. It is much stronger. They replaced it as a textile. They replaced it in ropes. You start using nylon and all that sort of crap. This is oil. Now we got a problem with plastics, and fucking everybody's got microplastics in their systems. It's all proliferated through the fucking earth because of these greedy fucking people. It doesn't make sense that we, the people, have to fucking deal with these fucking assholes. Like, what the hell's up with that? It's not we, the people. I mean, that was demonstrated just recently, and I think it was a whole test, this fucking COVID thing, man. I think it was just a test to see who was going to respond or who wasn't. What's even worse, I found out recently that the CIA had a program to spy on people, and I'm talking about their own populations and the world populations, and they wanted to do it voluntarily, as in the people would subscribe to it and give them the information. This program went on for quite a while until they felt they perfected it, and then they closed the program, and the next day Facebook shows up. I don't have the particulars on that. It was apparently a reality. That just makes it sad. These are people with good morals. Got my best interests. I'm glad for the whistleblowers. You know, I believe Bob Lazar. Maybe I'm a sucker. Maybe he's a plant. I don't know. But the sport model that he describes, although blockier, it's reminiscent of what I saw. Now maybe, 30 years later they got better fucking versions. I don't know. But I also imagine there's a dialogue going on. Because if they're here, they're here. They know it. In my opinion, they've been here for a long time. All those places from Baalbek to places there in Indonesia. Those are all old, really old. And I think older than we suspect. But if the poles shift and north-south becomes east-west, there'll be a whole bunch of new things showing up, all probably buried. Kind of like the pyramids in Bosnia. And I'm sure everybody knows about that. Again, there's a lot to the scriptures, A lot of information on there in terms to the new esoteric knowledge that's coming out. I'm sure everybody knows about Terrence Howard, the things that he talked about. One of the things that he enlightened too was the other periodic table, which is interesting. I've always thought frequency is everything. That's what Tesla said as well. But it's all related. Always has been in my mind. You go higher and higher in frequency, you get the light. You go lower and lower in frequency, you get the graviton in waves. So low that magnetism. But it's interesting, you know. And that's why I think Egypt is probably a lot older than what they're advising. And there's more to it. And I think there's a lot of stuff that they're not fucking telling us. Specifically about Egypt. The sheer magnitude of the information coming from the Bosnian pyramid related to the Giza pyramid related to Tesla and his Wardenclyffe Tower. Again, me anyway, it leaves me with no fucking doubt. But yeah, that's the thoughts of the day. No tricky. That's all I got. All I got.